Hello guys, a quick reaction video here because Leeds United are the champions. Can you believe it? Let's get into the video. And after 16 years, Leeds United are back in the Premier League. Not only are they back in the Premier League, they've won the championship as champions. They've been incredible all season, the best team in the division. They completely deserve it. The fans deserve it. The managers deserve it. The players have earned it. It's been a remarkable performance for Leeds and their entire squad, and I can't believe it's been 16 years of the Premier League without them, to be honest. It's flown by. They've been down in League One, they've struggled financially, they've had points deductions, but now is the moment. They are back. They've taken a lot of abuse in recent years, none more so than last year when they lost that playoff semi-final to Derby in unbelievable circumstances, and many people thought Bielsa might walk, including Spygate. He might go after that, but he's stuck around because that's the legendary manager that he is. And not only is he stuck around, he's come back, they've bounced back, and they've won the league in remarkable circumstances. They've done it with a game to spare, and they can relax and look forward to life in the Premier League next season. Patrick Bamford ended top scorer with 16 goals, which isn't that many for a championship winning, title winning side when you compare it to someone like Pukki from Norwich last season, but he's been really crucial for Bielsa with his work rate up front, and importantly, very importantly, he made the crucial goal that meant they beat Barnsley and got over the line. Of course, his work rate down that right hand side, he set up that own goal, and that goal means that Leeds are back in the Premier League now. West Brom and Brentford have both lost on the same weekend. Nobody saw that coming, but it's been the entire Leeds squad that have been absolutely fantastic this season. Shout out to Pablo Hernandez, my favourite player in the Leeds squad. I'm sure you've got your own. He has been insane this season. 8 goals, 7 assists. Those stats don't tell enough of what he's about on the pitch, but every single member of this Leeds United squad, Click, Harrison, Ayling, Dallas, all the rest of them, Costa, Liam Cooper, captain, incredible. He's led Leeds back to the Premier League, and now all of these names are in Leeds United folklore as they are back in the top flight and amongst England's elite. We saw the fans gathered outside of Elland Road last night, partying away, singing their song, marching on together with the fans and the players joining together, the players looking out the window, having watched West Brom lose to Huddersfield, and it was that result that got them over the line. But the city of Leeds, as someone who's worked in the city, they completely deserve this. The fans are some of the loyalists you will meet in the world. They are one of the biggest clubs in England, let's not forget. They deserve to be at the top table with the likes of Manchester United, Chelsea, and the rest of the big names. And Leeds are one of those big names. It's even more apparent because even though they've been outside of the Premier League for 16 years now, they are still 13th in the all-time Premier League table. Can you believe it? Leicester are the place beneath them, which just shows what a huge club, what a historic club they are. They've got all those titles in the bag, and the city of Leeds can celebrate this title win. They're back, baby. It wasn't just the players who were celebrating either. Marcelo Bielsa himself was shaking hands or shaking elbows, celebrating with the people that are gathered outside of his house in Leeds. He couldn't believe it. He'd actually done what he set out to achieve, and now one of the best managers in the world is going to get a chance to manage with the best in the world. He'll pit his wits against Guardiola, Klopp, and the rest next season, and I think Leeds are going to do well in the Premier League next season. That's an early prediction. I know it's very early. This isn't about next season. This is about the celebration of Leeds being back in the top flight. Can you imagine a packed Elland Road after all this coronavirus is over, cheering on a Manchester United team, hounding them when they come to visit, a rivalry with Chelsea relit. This is such an exciting time for Leeds, and I'm delighted they are back at the top of English football. There's already been a street in Leeds named Marcelo Bielsa Way. That is how much of a legend he has made himself in the city, and he will be heralded forever. They will not forget him. Leeds winning the championship title here means that we have a perfect mirror of the 63-64 season way back when Liverpool won the title in the first division, Leeds won the title in the second division, and Coventry won the title in the third division. So let's not forget, 2 years later, England won the World Cup. Qatar 2022, anyone? But from Leeds to West Brom and Brentford, and let's quickly round up what's happened with them this weekend because it's absolutely madness. West Brom, of course, lost 2-1 to Huddersfield. Smith Rowe with the late goal, which looked like it condemned West Brom to the playoffs in the Championship. And that's what Slavan Bilic thought, of course. He said Albion completely crumbled and he was furious with them. He said he was now planning for the playoffs. But then I've waited until the Brentford game was on today to film this video because they have lost as well. They've completely blown it. I thought I'd be sitting here saying Brentford were in pole position heading into the final game, but no, they've lost 1-0 to Stoke as well. Lee Gregory with the goal, and I cannot believe that when West Brom lost, Brentford, with the chance, with the door open, have just gone and slammed it for themselves, haven't they? They've had an absolute nightmare, but there's still one game to go. And in that final game, Brentford host Barnsley and West Brom host QPR. It's pretty simple. If West Brom win, they are promoted to the Premier League. If they don't win, it opens the door again for Brentford. If they win and West Brom don't, they are promoted to the Premier League. So it's going to be an amazing final day. But Brentford's 8-game winning run came to an end at Stoke, and they just needed 2 wins. They only needed 4 points, actually, because they've got a much superior goal difference to West Brom. So if they'd have got a draw at Stoke, a late equaliser, Pinnock had a chance near the end. If they'd have scored that, they would have been in the driving seat heading into the final day. But as it stands, it's in West Brom's hands, and there's only 90 minutes of football separating them from the Premier League. But importantly here, let's forget about West Brom. Let's forget about Brentford on the final day. We'll keep a close eye on that. But the one thing that matters for Leeds, they've got it sorted. Leeds United are champions. I don't really have anything else to add to that apart from please like and subscribe if you're after more Football League content. I really appreciate all the support and the likes. Comment down below what you think of Leeds being champions. I'll see you on the next one.